No countdown. We're live. We're live. We're live. It's a wild
Hey,
card.
everybody.
It's a wild card. It's the NFC wild card. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Aleguelas in Espanol. And ladies and gentlemen, let's just say, let's hope this is a better game than the last one where the Buffalo Bills, after being slightly shocked, just simply crushed, destroyed, and young
No, no,
Boyd.
no, 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 no. Let's say it how it really played out. Okay, the script for that wild card game actually came to fruition. You know,
Yeah,
the
the way
Broncos
that that
made it look
game,
interesting enough, but then they
right?
just kind of decided to say, "All right, we're done. We forgot what we actually came here to do."
What happened was they came
And
there hopped up, but Bonix, who's a great new quarterback and who exceeded everyone's beliefs, he came ready to play and he made a touchdown happen in that first possession. But his sheer fire of will wasn't enough to stop a much more talented team. Bonix's team not built for this year, and also most of his primary receivers got hurt in the last couple of weeks. Bonix is going to remain a force in the league. And this is, as Bill said, this is the fairy tale, chapter one. Year one, your quarterback overperforms and gets, trial by fire in a playoff game. Let's admit it. It would have hurt a lot more if they made it to next week and fucked that up.
maybe, but I'll never know. So it's okay. It's okay. You
I
know,
think that the future's open wide for the fans of the Bronx.
I think this is where I think the playoffs are heading. We're gonna have a showdown. We're gonna have a showdown in the Super Bowl. The Buffalo Bills and the Detroit
Yeah,
Lions.
Buffalo Bills.
It's gonna end up being, and this has also been preordained by many people on YouTube and that other thing called Tiki Talk Doc. So we'll see what we shall see. We'll see how these scripts unfold themselves and how the NFL literally shows their hand and say, "Yep, we're fooling your stupid asses and taking all your money for it."
That chain of yours, we're ready to jerk it.
Reach arounds, oh, we do reach arounds. And your thing just crapped out.
I'm turning off your theater and opening up mine.
Uh, I already turned off my theater.
Yeah, I had too many theaters open at once.
Ow.
All right, let's start this over a little bit. I got too many browsers open, and instead of crashing my shit, let's just turn off most of this, and I'll get you the Cosme and the YouTube back. Here we go. Nothing has begun yet, so you're not missing shit. Oh, wrong football provider. Let me get the other one. I'm like, how come the game's not on Paramount? We're almost there. My Cosme is pinned in your chat, right? Mike Cosby is pinned in your chat, right? Mike Cosby is pinned in your chat, right, Bill?
Whew.
Mike Cosby is pinned in your chat, right?
Yeah,
You got the
it's working. I
video?
see the flag.
Okay.
I see the flag. The United States flag.
Please stand and remove your caps and ignite your lighters. I mean, turn on the flashlights in your cell phones.
Jordan Love of the Packers.
You say that. Why should I stand up? I'm not at the game. Look at all these people buying food. Oh, wow. On the saxophone. You couldn't get someone to sing it. He's at top of his game after playing for Nichols all through the holidays. Still better when Flea plays it on the bass, huh? Is that Karen Rogers there? I mean, why is that guy at the game?
I don't know.
It's a nice saxophone. He got a couple of lyrics wrong right there. You could tell from the way he played it that he was singing the wrong lyrics in his mind. And a couple of misspellings. Oh, they've released an eagle.
Damn it, I turned it at the wrong time.
They released an eagle. It's flying around the stadium. It's landed on the face of a fan. It's pecking out its eyes. But the fan is wearing a Green Bay shirt. So, yep, it's bought the eyes of the fan.
Bald eagle.
And it's bought the eagle that's landed on the arm of the LA fire chief.
Wait, why is she there? Shouldn't she be putting out fires?
She got fired yesterday for saying she told the mayor she couldn't put out the fires months ago. So whether or not you say anything else about her, don't say she doesn't know what she was doing because she said this is going to happen. She was like, oh, nope, I've got this letter that I sent to the mayor who's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They didn't want to put out that fire long before it happened, or they were hoping to get through this period without having a fire. But she seemed to feel that she was thrown in there as chief to take the blame in case something happened. She's like, fuck taking the blame. I didn't do anything wrong. I wrote 3 or 4 letters saying having our budget might have a problem.
You know,
we might need water.
Our poor friend from Police Academy, Patrick Mahoney. Steve Gutenberg lost his house, but the only thing he was really truly worried about was his friend in his neighbor's house. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a very nice guy. He's from Long Island. What do you expect? Steve Gutenberg is from the same town as Alec Baldwin and probably went to the same high school.
Have you seen you said Alec Baldwin, he's got a brother. He was in that Biodome movie.
I've met him.
Oh my God.
I've smoked weed.
He looks so old and decrepit and like, what the heck? How many drugs did you have to do to look like that?
It's not drugs. It's getting off the drugs and being a bad-hearted scammer. I've smoked weed with Steven. I smoked weed with Stephen Baldwin in like 1989.
Okay.
My friend, my pot dealer, it was friends with him from high school. I walked in and I looked at him for a minute and I looked at my friend and he's like, yeah, that's who you think it is.
Oh, by the way, you know we're live on YouTube, so not that it matters because there ain't nobody watching us.
Well, they're jumping through the portal to get into the StreamYard so we get the commercial, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, we're going to get to the point where people are going to want to hear our commentary. We're working on it
Yes.
week after
We are.
week.
Right until the Super Bowl.
You call it the Super Bowl.
Yes, the Super Bowl. Uh oh.
There's three things they're offering you at this place, and none of them are sex. Why would I go?
I don't know. I don't know.
I want to appeal to the SAP people to one, put the Spanish coverage in English because the English coverage sucks. Let's see how the Spanish coverage goes. And also, like, Outlaw Bill, can you translate from Spanish to me? In pig Latin, we would say Aulism Usulum. Would you agree, Bill?
Yep.
2 games, 2 botched beginnings for the home team, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Holy hell!
Oh, I'm sorry. Pittsburgh's the home team. Two tough breaks for the road team.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the NFL. It's Imperial Game Strips. There he is. There's Wes Cable. Wes
What?
Cable.
Wes Kegel. He's the man who's west of the east. Fly, Kegels, fly. You gonna come on here and join the play-by-play team? You gonna comment on this with us as a fan of the Aguilas? You have a pass. He does have a
I,
pass, right?
oh, he's gonna get one. He's gonna get one right in the chat because I.
Now that we know, delete it right away so that no riffraff shows up. But we have the man, Wes Kegel.
All
He's
right, Wes
for New
Cagle.
Jersey.
That link is just for you. It's in the chat for just a while.
Wes Kegel. He's the man who's west of East Kegel. West Kegel. He's south of North Kegel, man. He's West Kegel, man.
That's where you, West. If you could come call the game with us, we'd appreciate it.
Or even just hang out and joke her out.
He is watching the game.
From what I understand, the entire coaching staff and the offensive line and quarterback from the Eagles are going to be going to the Meadowlands next year to coach the Jets.
Jalen Hurts. Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts in the shotgun.
Yup.
Snap with motion. Hands it off. Oh! Saquon Barkley with an incredible
Saquon Barkley.
run. Saquon Barkley with an incredible run.
He is a hell of a rusher, that guy.
Jalen Hurts handed it off, and all they can say in Green Bay is, feels bad, man.
Jalen Hurts. Hello, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Got Billy. Yep. Go Billy. Go Billy.
Welcome, Daniel. You got Philly? I think it's a safe bet.
It's up through the gooch. It's good.
Did you talk to the K man on X, or are we just going on what we see in the chat?
Huh? Yeah. I
No, did you talk to him in
could have
X
both.
at all?
Yeah. What?
Oh, so he's on. Is he on his way via? Did you talk to him on X?
Yeah, I did, but I did. Got no answer yet.
Oh, it might take him a minute to sign to hook up.
You'll be the first to know. Yeah, really. In every GMC, see. Yeah, look at those colors. They got the colors. They already have it as the colors of the Kansas City Chiefs. I say the Vikings are going to beat the pants off of the Rams. But that's just Jalen Hurt. Jordan Love for the Packers. Thirteen 21 kickoff. Hmm. Yes. Jordan Love passes almost intercepted. I like turtles. Oh, hey, Bone. Good to see you, Bone.
Hello.
Mama said football is the devil. It may be football full of shit. Audi FKHC 2005.
How'd you like that birthday yesterday? Huh? Today's the day. How'd you like that day of programming for you? Hello, Bone. Hail Tim. Everybody share out that Admiral and Bill are live. Might be time to delete the StreamYards pass. I don't see anything coming from it.
Maybe what?
StreamYards?
What about it?
Delete the pass.
I already did.
Oh. Does Wes have it on his own?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Happy birthday to Tim. Yes, today is my birthday. Now, I know you've had better birthdays, and I know you've had better times, and I know you've had, better parties, but what did you think? Did anyone ever do more of a YouTube celebration of your favorite movie? What did you think of that narrowcast for you? We got an expert. We went the full 9 miles, the whole 11 yards.
Be a football know-it-all. Oh my gosh. Welcome, Wes Regal.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey. How's it
What's
going,
up?
buddy?
Yeah,
Yes, Bill.
I went to hook up all my stuff so that I could swing by here, and I
That
come
was
back and the Eagles are already winning. Yes.
that was my impression. I'm like, it's going
Well,
to take
at
West a
least
little
your
minute to
team is
fire up
winning,
the
and my team got
subspace radio.
demonetized and destroyed by the Buffalo Bills earlier today.
Yeah, I
So
saw that.
it's all over for Bonix and the Broncos.
Yeah, that was rough.
They have to go in next season and
They'll be
see.
back next year.
I was
Yes.
watching, and I said, I got to take a little nap before the Eagles come on, and when I went to take a nap, they were only down by 3. I turned back on, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell happened?
Which is weird because they weren't, the Bills really weren't all that good defensively. They kind of just got their scores by sheer, you know, lack of defense. I guess. But the defense was still good. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. It just, the
Yeah.
script wrote itself, and it,
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know which way is worse to lose: getting destroyed, or losing in a heartbreaker like right down at the end. Either is rough, but one of them, at least you're in on it. But it's heartbreaking at the end. The other one, you're destroyed, so you have no expectations. You're destroyed early, but it's like, what the hell?
yeah.
Oh man, this is looking good early already, man. I'm sorry if you're looking for objective commentary, you ain't gonna get it here.
It's fine.
We brought
I am
you
a
on for the
homer.
bias.
I am a homer.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've got the all trans team here. We've changed loyalties this week. Bill, no longer a Broncos fan. He's rooting hard for the Buffalo Bills. They won his heart today. Me,
Bullshit.
done with the Jets. Go Ravens.
I like the
Wes,
Packers. I like the
Wes,
Packers here today.
Wes, now that they're going back into rebuilding with their 5th straight rookie coach. Do you think I really have any obligation to stay with these goddamn losers who are 57 years without a championship,
No.
10 years without a playoff appearance, and 14 years without a playoff win?
Yeah, no, you can only blame the ref robbing you for so long before you have to come to the
Our
realization.
owner, he's a
Yeah, they're killing
goddamn
us.
idiot. Yeah, the owner's a goddamn idiot. Now, I can't
Yeah.
root for your team because they're my enemy team. And I can't root for the Giants because they're a bunch of dicks.
Well, actually, I thought your enemy team was more the Fish down there in Miami. No, I mean that's
thing
for
is
me.
that
If I'm a
they're-
Jet fan, that's the team I hate.
They're equally inept. The team I hate the most is probably the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate the Patriots because
Yeah,
we
see,
beat
yeah.
we beat the Fish once in a while. We'll squish the Fish every once in a while.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see Cooper Manning's son is starting for University of Tennessee now?
I had heard for a while as he was coming up through, high school and stuff, that
No, he
it was-
started for he's playing in the Vols now.
nice. I heard that he was to be looked out for, and that he was leaning to go there for a long time. I think it had been rumored that that's what he had his eye on. So yeah.
All 4 of them went there.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 of them went there. Here's the thing: he's Cooper's son. They said that Cooper was the most talented quarterback in the family. Now, remember, the
Wasn't
other
that an
kids
injury that did him in?
no, a physical condition, the
okay.
narrowing of the interior of his spine,
All
and
right.
he may one day have mobility problems. But he's working very hard to stay away from it, and that's why he eschewed football despite his love of the game and his ability.
Yeah.
Now he's found a niche in football. I just wish they'd throw him in there with his brothers because he's funnier than them. He's
Oh,
cooler. Yeah. He's actually cooler and funnier than them, and no one hates him because he never beat your team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So Pat Eli is an outlier then going to Ole Miss, yeah? In the
Eli
family?
is the only one who had the independence to say, no, I won't go to the same school as everybody else.
Yeah.
Tennessee Volunteers is everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eli was like, my brother's a dick and I don't want to be in my father's shadow. I'll go somewhere else. And it was like, here's a school that Brett Favre was too dumb and not athletic enough to get into until he found drugs. I'll go there. Because Brett Favre went to University of Southern Miss.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. But you know what? Brett Favre will be going to the penitentiary of all of Miss for that money he stole. All that food stamp money he stole. What do you think, Wes Cagle? Once he's convicted, will they say former Jet Brett Favre?
Oh yeah,
Jet
he won't be
Hall of Famer Brett Favre.
Hacker anymore. You've got to assume that if he's convicted of some kind of felony, especially embezzlement
Stealing food
or
stamps
money,
from the poorest people.
Yeah, that's a New Yorker right there. There you go.
Yeah. He's earned it on his stripes. Now, here's the thing. Did he show New York guile by becoming head of Mississippi for Trump? Will he get pardoned for stealing all that money from the poorest people just because he did the right thing politically? My guess is yes.
Yeah, you think? I don't know. I mean,
here's the thing. If he doesn't go to jail, it's a disgrace. He stole from the poorest of the poor as a multi-millionaire. And all they wanted to do was give him $10 million to name a stadium after him. And he's like, 30 million, or go fuck yourselves. And I'll go to the press and say you're shaking us down. And they're like, but only your daughter goes here. You did nothing for this school. You know how they caught him?
No, how?
They were investigating the state's governor for being a scumbag. And he called the governor up and shook him down and got involved in that freaking investigation on his own. He jumped in on his own with both feet. Trump, do not pardon this guy or Eric Adams. Please, Trump. Please.
Yeah.
Trump's great, but he can make mistakes too.
Yeah.
In fact, one mistake I'd say he made is I don't really take the press conference too seriously, but did you see that bad hair day he had when he came out with just strange hair from nowhere? It was parted in the middle. It was so weird. He came out with his hair parted in the middle. It looked crazy. And he was like, there's a lot more body paint than usual. the rhetoric was what it was. I didn't have a problem with what he said, but sometimes he shows up looking weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, is that a female ref we got here?
We do have one, I believe. Eli Manning, says Tim, will go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. If Joe Namath is in, so will Eli Manning. The Football Hall of Fame is bullshit. I'm in it. Longest suffering Jets jihadist. The Jets jihadist had a new jihadi uniform and had dropped his fake Middle Eastern accent for a New York accent. I guess he doesn't want to be called an istophobic. This game brought to you by FanDuel. Bet everything you have and bet your home. Right now, you should go down to the cash machine and just cash advance everything you have and use it for FanDuel. Right, Bill?
Jordan Love.
And Kraft, a cheesy name and a cheesy receiver for the Cheeseheads. He's in love with love. And the score is 7-Love Eagles.
Well, with a name with Kraft, you never run out of Cheeseheads. Oh.
It's 7-Love. Thanks to Love completing that pass, we have a chance to tie it at 7-all. You like that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Interception.
Jordan Love hands it off.
No pass.
Oh, that was actually a very good play call. They got about 4 or 5 yards. You know, they didn't get here by having a terrible coach, but really the Broncos coach showed the best game planning, the most boldness, and the most desire to win. He couldn't stop the Tide. His team was overwhelmed. They didn't have the talent. But to come out there and stab him in the heart like that right away, he did give his team a chance to win on his game plan. His game plan was not the problem. It's just nice to see two teams in normal uniforms after that Broncos game where they had their 90s uniforms on. God. Weren't they horrible?
I would have rather the Eagles go with their 80s uniform.
Well, I mean, you don't want to take a risk with them wearing green. They should have worn the all black, or they might think they're the Jets and fuck up.
I just don't like this green color they got going. I never liked it.
Is it true that their quarterback didn't catch what the coach was talking to him until he said Aaron? And he's like, oh, wait, yeah, that's me. Will he be your backup next year? What would that be?
3.
Oh, God.
He'll be like campaigning to get your starter out
of Get him.
Oh,
they sacked Love.
He did not love that move, but everyone in the stadium did. Smith Jr. To delineate him from all the other Smiths who have parents whose name was also Smith.
Yes.
He almost got rid of that too, man.
Yeah. Well,
Love is a great player.
Yeah, he thought better of it because he was already. I think he felt the grasp, and he's like, if I throw this now, it's going to be.
I'll break my arm. If he hadn't, you notice how he started tucking his arm and breaking himself? If he'd gone down after throwing, his arm would have been fully extended and possibly broken at the shoulder. I think it was a smart move.
Yeah.
It's also probably instinct. He's like, I'm going down. I'm going to get hurt. There's so many times you cannot brace yourself, and that's not what they teach quarterbacks. They teach wide receivers not to brace themselves. FKHAC, Tim says, Bill, I have an idea for football pre-show for the Super Bowl this year. Pro Football Hall of Fame. People who should be in it who shouldn't have gone in. There are no one. People who shouldn't be in there are already in there. Jeremy Shockey's in the Football Hall of Fame. I'm in the Football Hall of Fame. There are people who only played in college in the Football Hall of Fame. There are people who never played in the NFL. It's the Football Hall of Achievement in Canton. It's a combined Hall of Fame. It has the CFL in there. It's bullshit. The only real Hall of Fame is baseball.
I'm waiting for them to put in Rich Gotite. You know what I'm talking about, Teague.
Record for the most inept coach in 2 green-themed teams.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay, those should be people who Shouldn't have gone. Okay. I see what you're saying, Tim.
We would have a long, like part one would be people who don't belong here. It'd be like Bo Jackson played 3 years in the league. He was great, but no.
Yeah, he's. I think his legend grew when they put him in Tecmo Super Bowl and nobody could stop him.
He was amazing in Tecmo Ball. He was amazing and you know what? I saw Bo Jackson play baseball. I saw a baseball game that had Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, Bo Jackson was post-injury and Deion Sanders couldn't play baseball to save his fucking life. The only cool thing about that game was that Carlton Fisk stood up and punched Deion Sanders right in the fucking face. Deion Sanders flipped his bat around and drew a dollar sign in the batter's box with the knob of the bat, and Carlton Fisk stood up and yelled at him. And there was a conversation which I heard was, "You guys don't tell black people what to do no more." In which case Fisk was like, "Don't fuck with me," and the umpire stood between him and said, "Why don't you just get in the batter's box, asshole?" And you're yelling at a Hall of Famer, and he's like, "I'm gonna be a Hall of Famer too," which was true, but wrong sport. And then the next time he went up to bat, he did the same thing. Fisk threw down his mask, punched him in the fucking face, and no one from the Yankee bench even moved. Buck Showalter turned around and walked down off the front step to let Carlton Fisk beat him up. When asked about it years later, Buck Showalter said, "I'm not going to go out there and stand up for that bullshit. I told them to stop."
Yeah.
I'll be damned if I'll tell
Here
Carlton.
comes Berkeley!
What an amazing
Running all over the place.
Not exactly
Jaquan Berkeley.
Not exactly open field running, but he got forward another 4 or 5 yards with that lateral move across the field. A lot of north to south and east to west here. It was everything. Here we go east to west. Now we're going south to north. Look at that. This reminds me of when O.J. Simpson would cut and slash his way. Would move around with grace and dignity through the lines.
Oh, damn.
I haven't seen a football player chop up a defense. Bill, I haven't seen a football player chop up the defense like that since O.J. Simpson back in 1993.
Well, that's a long time.
Well, I mean, Aaron Hernandez had an equally killer dedication to the game. Maybe twice. No, they're 2 each, right? Yeah, so, yeah, equally killer. I find it ironic that OJ was arrested in the first ever DNA case, and Aaron Hernandez decided to spit on his victims, thinking that would be okay. You idiot!
I remember that. Yeah.
He spat his sweet and sour gum into their gunshot wounds. What a weirdo! Do you know why they say he self-deleted?
No.
It was going to be revealed that he was playing for teams other than Team I Like Girls and Team Patriots.
Oh.
Yeah, he was playing in Team I Have Other NFL Boyfriends.
Ah.
Died of embarrassment, so to speak.
Well, it could have been a few, if it had been, maybe several years later, he would have been celebrated, unfortunately for this guy. He was in the wrong time.
Yeah, I did. Just, you know what? Once the girlfriend said, maybe I won't marry my boyfriend in jail just to get all his money because he might just be weird. I don't want to have sex with him. We don't know. I mean, if he had a chance of, I guess if the rumors are true, he had a chance for plenty of sex. So hard to say why he did himself in. But, there's a great Latino player on the field, on the gridiron.
All right. Another first down.
Did Aaron Hernandez have a brother who isn't an asshole who also played? Tim knows someone who played for Ohio State and played in the Rose Bowl. He tackled OJ. Was he one of the 4 guys that it took to bring him down when he was tackled into the end zone in that amazing play? Because I remember that. I watched that game. I was a little kid, but it was hard to forget that one, man. And we've seen the replay over and over. Does anybody else here feel it's a real shame that OJ died without ever finding out who the real killers were?
Well, he was able to.
We know.
Yeah, he was able to go to rest now, knowing that the killer is now burning.
The killer was dead too. Yeah, as he said, as his last words were, "I think the killer's going to die soon." The real killers. You can knock off the search for the real killers. See Cosby joke. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Is that Jason? Is that his son?
Jalen Hurts.
Who is the picture of? Is that OJ's son? Because he was a suspect, though. Like his DNA be the same.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, only about half of it. It's like, why would his son kill the stepmother he never lived with?
Threw it away. Yeah.
Speaking of which, hey guys, Mark Furman, dirty cop, 100% conviction rate through time. What do you think? Up there we go. We got the white Bronco. John Elway helping OJ escape. They interrupted the Knicks game for this.
How dare you, Tig?
How dare you? That was from of course it was from the Onion, but who was it he was supposed to have found? Was it rando guy or was it his own son? Because that was the rumor. It was his son.
Jalen Hurts ramble away, gets away from pressure.
Yeah, get rid of it. Yeah.
That was the right move. Some random person. Okay, thank you. No need to correct for misspelling.
Tim 2005, better sometimes known as Tim.
Tim, there's no need to correct your spelling here. We're communicating. We're not having a spelling bee. We'll do our best. Just worry about if it makes sense.
Don't worry. I promise you that I spell worse than anybody else here.
Yeah, you know what? A couple of things have gone up on the channel since I told Bill stuff like you have your Twitter blocked off so no one can see. That definitely took away an obstacle. He's like, I don't understand why no one retweets me.
That's
like you see Bill's tweet and it's like you can't read any of it and the picture's like covered over. It's like this may be offensive, pornographic, or hateful. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't want to read what Bill has to say.
It all comes from me. It's all pornographic. What are you talking about? Dig.
There you go. I would say Jalen Hurts.
I'm a regular Seymour Butts, don't you know?
So the Aguila is trying to add to their lead. It's up and it's good.
Throw the gooch. Throw the gooch.
You know, they have an expression, the Eagle shits. The Eagle is shitting all over the fucking Packers.
Yeah. I like it.
I'd like to send Aaron Rodgers to a destination far, far, far away. He's no Steve. You know what? His younger brother, Steve Rodgers, he made a real contribution to this country during World War II and during the Infinity Wars. But I don't think that his older brother Aaron has really gotten it done the way Cap has. What do you think?
My second favorite superhero and my favorite Avenger.
Cap?
Yeah.
Isn't Spider-Man your favorite Avenger? Because he's sometimes one of them.
Nah. Unless he's from Canada. Then he's my favorite.
That's true.
No. My favorite Avenger is Captain America, and Captain America is my second favorite superhero.
So Sam is your favorite Avenger. Wait, okay. Anthony Mackie, Captain America, Wes Cagel's favorite Avenger. Now, what about the character played by Chris Evans, the Joe Biden-esque guy that we saw at the end of Infinity War?
I don't know. I thought he played him good. Seemed good to
I
me.
just thought it was funny that when he came back from the past, he was sitting on the bench. They went out of their way to make it look like Biden. Remember when he comes, he's like, "I'm here."
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Cap, you did it." And no one's like, "Motherfucker, what about 9/11?" He's like, "Oh, it would have been worse." Put a line in there, you know? I saved the Empire State Building. I couldn't save the other building. You dick! You let World War II happen? It's like a quantum leap. I couldn't go back before my life. Tony did.
The only way they make him more blatant that he's supposed to be Biden is if they put an ice cream cone in his hand.
And then he gave his job to a black guy.
Well, yeah. You know, DEI in reality, you know.
Yeah, in reality, the black woman just basically was like, "Yeah, you're fine to go out there and do the debate. Here, drink this first." Is it just me, or do you think that if like Biden had smoked some really strong indica, he might have just been like with it enough to go? He wouldn't have won the election, but he might have looked like he knew what was going on during that debate, where he was like, "Oh,
yeah." Well, all I gotta say is we dodged the bullet because if Biden had won somehow, if they had
have made it through to the end.
Well, that's the thing. If he wins, and the whole reason he crumbled in that debate is because they didn't give him the shot of Vitamoltin like they used to give the mustache guy.
Right. And he was on something. I don't know if it was Vitamoltin. It might have been like B12, to be honest. But yeah, something was going on to hype him up, and they didn't get it to him in time. And he had a headache or something, and he grabbed the Tylenol PM, and we saw what we usually see at the White House. And now we know the president was. It might have been done to him on purpose. I don't know if he was sabotaged or if he just. I also think the thing is, the reason I just don't know is just I feel he's equally capable of being that inept without any help.
Yeah, that's true. But if he wins, I guarantee you by the middle of the first year, he would have resigned, and then we would have been stuck with
or died mysteriously
with cackles.
Yeah.
You know?
It was probably fortunate that she was exposed as a terrible candidate, because the thing is, Biden, I think, wanted to save us from her when he was like, "I don't want her as VP," and they made him do it. Yeah. No vice president put in charge of the border has ever won election. And he immediately put her in charge of the border, and she was too stupid to say, "It's like 0 for 5 on this one. I don't want to be in charge of the border as vice president. Have someone who's going to not run for office next be in charge of it. Put me in charge of trade with Canada, where people are usually happy."
Well, she, listen, I understand.
Showed no savvy.
Well, that's the thing. She didn't even bother trying to do anything. I don't know if her hands are completely tied, but good Lord.
I think her handlers were completely tied up. It was like they were trying to switch gears, and they're like, "Okay, old and clueless is out there. Let's throw that on Trump."
Wow. Look at those numbers. Right? Look at those numbers,
yeah.
Steve. That's some domination.
Absolutely being destroyed by the Eagles. The Packers need to score now just to have something going on.
Yeah.
As if I can't be president, you can't. As if I wonder if he helped behind the scenes on Trump winning. The thing is, he was actively sabotaging her because he didn't like her.
Yeah.
And whether he was, wow!
Oh!
We just don't know if he was down, but that was a clean pick.
Yes. Are we sure Aaron Rodgers still isn't playing?
Aaron Rodgers scripted that play. Here we go. You see him lose his footing there? That might have been what did it.
Yeah. That was a bad throw. That was.
Yeah, Wicks lost his footing and he stared down into the ball. So look at him. Look at that quick look over and he boom.
God, he didn't even have to try to catch it. That was just thrown right into the breadbasket.
Because he wasn't reading the ball, he was reading the Packer receiver's eyes.
Yeah,
He saw him start to track the ball.
it's awesome. So what do you think, Bill? We got some domination going here?
We're headed for our second boring blowout of the day. But hey, we're here with our buddies watching football. Pour yourself a cold one. Stay away from Bud Light. You want to finish the game the same gender you started. You like that one, huh?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Pretty good.
When's the next unannounced 1 a.m. Wes Cagle show? I want a ticket to that one. That was a blast.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just going to say everything I feel like saying that I don't say on my channel in a YouTube kind of way.
Hey, I'm of the Canadian Spider-Man school. There is nothing off limits if I stream. I don't care. YouTube can go suck it.
Well, I mean, except attacking other people. Spidey was
Oh
cool
yeah,
about
no,
that.
yeah. I
He was a
don't
good
want.
mom.
Yeah, I don't want.
No
I don't want.
meanness.
I
Nastiness
don't like
is off
it. Yeah,
is off limits.
I don't like. I'd rather
like
even
it?
if somebody.
God, we gotta. Looks like
Even if
the
somebody
Eagles
attacks
are
me.
dominating.
Oh yeah, they are killing them.
You might have the only show where Admiral Teague talked about politics during the entire election cycle. I did that just for you, my man. People are like, Admiral Teague's so dumb. Who's he voting for so I can vote against it? People want to know. Then they were surprised to find out I was voting for the same person everyone else was voting for.
Oh yeah.
It's like for 2 years, people were just like, who are you voting for? And I'm like, well, the president should be from Queens. And like, what does that mean? Are you voting for the guy from Florida? I'm like, he's not from Florida.
He's a transplant, like his hair.
Yeah. Oh, that weird hair he came out with the other day. Whoa,
What
again.
happened?
This is crazy. Was the play whistle dead?
Something happened. It must have bounced at some point. I didn't see it hit the ground anywhere.
This was no, it was bobbled by the receiver right into the other guy's hands. But how about that jet fumble last week, or that jet interception last week, where a member of the other team kicked it out of the air into his teammate's hands?
That's just
Did you
unfortunate.
see that?
Oh no, that's just unfortunate.
The guy lined it up and did it perfectly, and the other guy saw what the guy was up to and figured it out. It was all on Rodgers. He was throwing it into the dirt. It went towards the guy's shoe, and he hacky sacked it to his teammate, who ran it in for a touchdown or ran it for a major gain. Who remembers these things?
Nice.
Yeah, disgraceful and nice.
What? Come on, you got to get a better kick. Oh, I guess he must have already known it was being blown dead. Shit.
Hey, Wes Cagle, did you hear the crazy news? I don't know if you were listening to the broadcast earlier. I received what seems to be a completely legitimate and very much real contact from Yellowstone.
Really?
Apparently, I'm one of the biggest Yellowstone and 1883, 1923 people on all of YouTube. And they were hoping to make some of their cast available to Zoom talk with me and other, quote, mega fans. I was like, you realize I already love your show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie about stuff, though. If you don't show me anything, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
But it seems real. And for 3 days, they've asked me for no money. They've only talked to me about the show, and they're looking to have me telegram talk to them. So because it's still part of the Mountain People, it could still be a Star Trek person lying. So I have loaded up my fake phone with with the real account that they know of, and I'm going to give the guy a call.
Cool.
I'm not going to give him a beat on who I am.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. Just make sure they know that the prequel and the Harrison Ford one are good.
They're better.
Yeah, they're better than the original.
I don't think Taylor Sheridan was happy with Yellowstone either. He had his appellation changed to co-creator now. So he's disavowing some Yellowstone. He hates Kevin Costner like you wouldn't believe for messing that up. But what he did is he's preserving all of his Yellowstone characters, and all of his Yellowstone storylines will go on a new show called The Madison, starring Michelle Pfeiffer as the bad guy, or the lead bad character.
For real. Michelle Pfeiffer, really?
Here's the thing. Michelle Pfeiffer is a good actress, and Taylor Sheridan builds great, strong female characters. And she's the matriarch. So there's a bunch of beautiful daughters who are just the Taylor Sheridan type. Gorgeous bleach blondes.
That's cool. It's just that I haven't heard anything from Michelle Pfeiffer in a long time.
Well, no, you didn't see her last movie, but it wasn't that long ago. Quantum Mania.
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
She's heavily in Quantum Mania. She's heavily in all the Ant-Man movies for a moment, but she's in Quantum Mania for most of the movies.
Oh, okay.
She's Pym's ex-wife. Or I'm sorry, she's Pym's wife who cheated on him with a black guy when she was microscopic. And I guess why cheating on a black man when you've both been reduced to microscopic size? What is it,
I don't know.
He doesn't have that genetic advantage anymore now that you're both microscopic. Unless you're to scale. I don't know. But Michael, he was okay with it. Michael Douglas was fine with it. He's like, yeah, it happens.
Oh, bring the juice. I thought he said something else. I'm like, well, that's inappropriate. Oh, man. Yeah. It's like redneck heaven, man. Well, honey, hush. It's redneck heaven. Come on, you guys. How are you supposed to preserve a shutout if you're going to let them get into field goal range already? Those are some ugly shoes that he was wearing. Do you remember back? I don't know how long ago it was when they were designated. It was a rule that they had to wear black shoes.
Right.
Yeah,
Joe
now they
Namath was the one who paid the fine every week to wear the white shoes for a little while till they said finally okay, right?
Oh, wow.
and what's his name? Billy. They call Billy White Shoes Johnson.
Joe Willie White Shoes Namath, and there was a White Shoes Johnson too. Yeah.
Yep. They're like, man, that's not right. And
I
the
think
NFL
fine.
I would have just kept fining them.
No, you know what it was? The kickers broke the thing. Some of them went out with one shoe. Some of them needed two different kinds of shoes. So
Jen
it was
Love
the
shotgun
kickers.
permission. Pack passes complete.
Come on, guys. You gotta. I don't know what's going on now all of a sudden.
Right now, up to this point, it's been all Eagles. And look, my Denver Broncos. Green Bay will take any score at this point.
Yeah, there you go.
Nowhere to go.
Beautiful. Man, thought he was Barry Sanders, but didn't have the speed.
This week on the NFL is definitely more certainly scripted. I'll tell you. I tell you.
This week with Teague, the NFL is scripted, and the refs make all the calls to guide the game.
That's every week with everyone.
You know, if the Ravens start to tank all of a sudden, they're going to blame you and tell you to stop rooting for them.
At that point, I threw myself off the bridge.
You bring the bad mojo from the Jets with you.
At that point, I switched to being a Jaguars fan because I hate them anyway. And they already kind of know the cheer. It's like Jags, Jags. It's like, yeah, I've been through this before. FAG, I mean JAG.
I got it again.
Or I might be into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, everyone got that one, but I didn't have to say it.
I'll pin his Buccaneers to his Buccanehead. I have faith of the heart that the Packers are going to choke here.
Packers really need a score here.
Oh, nice. That was actually nice. I figured it just held on to that. Hey, there's Rodgers. I told you he was on the field.
There he is. Now, you know what? I think it's kind of amazing that he would go down there, considering that World War II veterans get such preferential treatment at many stadiums. He could have been sitting at the 50-yard line with a Marine Honor Guard. He could have been on the field for the national anthem with his service. He fought in both theaters. You know that, Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last few weeks of the German war, he's like, I've done all I can here. We're going to win. Send me to Japan where I can start to make a difference. He killed 50 men.
Before they blew my shins off.
I lost my shins.
All right.
Hank's wife.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's funny that throughout the entire run of King of the Hill, Cotton only called Peg Hank's wife until the episode called Death Picks Cotton, where he called her Peggy once and then died.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that.
Did you ever notice if you look at the photograph of Cotton on the wall from World War II, it looks exactly like Bobby?
Yeah. Yep.
That's why he hates Hank and likes Bobby. Jason Love drops back, dumps it off, loss of 3 yards. This is really just tough situation. Third down and wow,
Nice.
we seem to have an injured Eagle on the field. He's up.
Somebody got to tell the Packers you got to go forward, not back.
Here's the thing. Why are you taking high risk, high reward plays this early? You need to score once, and it's the first half with 5 minutes left. Touchdown right now, different game. Everything's cool, even if they score again. Because you've showed you can. You've got to put points on the board. Now,
this may be their last possession of the half. They got to put something up.
Even if it's a field goal. If your coach fucks up and goes for a touchdown when you have a field goal layup with a little bit of time left on the clock, that will kill your team in the second half. You need points more than a touchdown. The touchdown's points, but it's more. You have to have points. The touchdown is better, but points are vital. If this play comes up dry, if this drive comes up dry, everyone's going to be pissed. You lost a player on it. It looks like they're loading up the revolver on the sideline for the Eagles. I don't think he's going to be back in the game.
Yeah, Slay just went to the locker room.
I just heard the distant, muffled report of a pistol. I think they put him out of his misery. It's sad when thoroughbreds get put down. Whoa! Yeah. Love scrambling, dropping back. What a pass! Oh, he does not connect, but he had a man in the area. That was a dangerous pass. He's showing that he does have some skill, but the Eagles all over him like a cheap suit, huh, Wes Cagle?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, there was no chance of that getting through. Oh, that guy was wide open. He threw the wrong guy. Well, now let's see if we can get a donk off the upright here. He missed. Yeah.
Loser. Although where did he kick that from? His quarterback traded like 15 yards on that sack. 38 yards out. That means he's set up at the 48-yard line. You're supposed to make that. You're supposed to make that.
It, but yeah. Not a gimme, but yeah, you should make it.
You know what, Wes? No points at the bottom of the half. No time left in the clock. Playoff game. It's not a gimme. It's a must-have, and he fucked his team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or laces out.
Laces out, Dan. Nice. Yeah, that's yeah, I don't think anything's gone right for Green Bay here in this first half.
They found the stadium. Since that moment, it's been really rough.
It has. Well, I guess the one thing that's gone right for him is the Eagles fans haven't been throwing batteries down at him. So
that, and we would have to say their bus driver did a great job. He got them to the game. The equipment man put them in the right uniform.
Yes. So this wild card weekend they've got a Monday night game. I've not been following the league as closely as I used to. Is that a regular thing now? Because I don't ever remember them doing Monday nights in the playoffs.
I think the deal is yesterday's 1:00 game became the Monday game.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because it used to always be, just on once the playoffs came, college was already done, so they started playing Saturdays. So you got wild card games on Saturdays and Sundays, but not Monday.
Last year we had the ridiculous Monday night football on Sunday, so I think they were like, Monday's our night. We'll have a playoff game on a Monday night, and they're like, We'll give you one. Yeah, we'll give you one. We can do that once.
Okay.
But both of those teams are on equal extra rest. So maybe
Yeah.
that'll be the first interesting game this weekend because it's been blowout after blowout.
Yeah, that can happen. Well, now the Eagles can really they can almost put a nail in them if they can put some more points up here before the half. That would be phenomenal. Wow. Yeah, the passing hasn't been so good, but the Eagles have been running them on them pretty. I would keep running it down their throat until they prove he can stop me.
4:20 on the clock. Smoke him if you got him. Slings it down the field. Right into the top row of the fans, it looks like. Almost made it into the stands. He had no desire. There was someone in the vicinity, but about 60 feet under the ball.
We get holding. Usually when the guy's left out of the pocket, you get a flag just holding, yeah.
By the way, have you heard the Jets' new defensive scheme for next year?
No.
Snipers on the stadium roof, they're going to take the ball out in flight whenever it's thrown by the opposing quarterback. And if a couple people in the stands die, well, hey, the Jets have lost enough that it's actually a mercy.
I heard that the snipers were up there to take out the refs if they go for their flags on key plays.
That's true. That there's two teams of snipers: the Jet snipers who take out the ball, and the league snipers who take out the officials if they make a call in favor of the Jets.
I was thinking the Jets might take out the refs when they were going to screw them.
The Jets sniping team for that was taken out at the Battle of the 5G Tower 4 weeks ago when they got their only win in a long time. There was a large pitch battle at the 5G Tower. I, of course, was there with the other Jet fans and the Jet militia. We were unable to get air support, which is weird because we're called the Jets, and the NFL forces just overwhelmed us. But we held on long enough to show the real win.
And you had to get at least a first down if you wanted to keep them from scoring. Definitely keep them from scoring before the half. You get them so much time now. They not that the Packers have been showing us much, but 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes is still 3.5 minutes.
It is. They could do something. By the way, Bill and I were talking before of the tragedy of the 7 Nation Army. The 7 Nation Army has no VA. Two of them, we've already figured out some of the branches. There's the Chitare, the Golden Army. They both joined. Now, most of that's the same guys. They have no VA. They joined the 7 Nation Army. The KISS Army is the only part of the 7 Nation Army with a VA at all. Did you know that?
You're speaking Greek to me. I don't even know what we're referencing here. The only 7 Nation Army I know is that band. Yeah.
Right. No, the White Stripes song 7 Nation Army gets played during every football game. So we've just been coming up with 7 Nation Army jokes all day.
Oh, all right. I got you. Okay.
When the 7 Nation Army, when they do win, they don't care about their veterans. I've been to Manhattan. I've seen Chitare out in the streets. The 7 Nation Army is not taking care of them. They've been here since the invasion. They did their time. They paid their debt to society. And now they're bringing crime. They're bringing drugs.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
They're bringing these gigantic flying dune sandworms. This show looks terrible. I feel bad for Dennis Leary, don't you? Look, there's our pal Carissa Thompson. I would make sex on her. She lies. So she would just tell people it didn't happen. I have already dated Carissa. She's just not telling the truth about it.
Somebody needs to give her. Somebody needs to give her a couple of cheeseburgers. Good lord.
She's a little thin, but she's pretty damn good looking. The thing is, she's admitted that she lies throughout the broadcast and just makes things up. So since she's on record saying that she never tells the truth, I just want to say, please tell people the truth about our relationship, Carissa, and how I told you it couldn't work despite your beauty. What's great is when she denies it, she has a reputation for lying, so no one's going to say that I'm wrong. Oh, look, that's where they make their official sit. He's not allowed to hang out with the cool people. It's like, we've got a kids table for our official and a folding chair. We have office chairs and heaters. We make our official pee into a bottle. They should tell Jordan Love, if you don't start playing better, we're going to leave you in Camden, motherfucker. With a $100 bill taped to your forehead. Your NFL strength won't do you much good against all them Glocks.
Oh, I didn't. So, okay, so that's. I was wondering how that ball just all of a sudden ricocheted out. I thought the guy muffed it.
Alexa, do I have any notifications?
Good evening, John. Notifications.
Tell Alexa to shut up. And it continues to go bad for the Packers. Oh, come on. You gotta wrap them up. Packers are their own worst enemy here. Oh yeah, you can't. You can't do that. Two-minute warning.
I'm a lot more inclined to say that the Eagles are dominating than the Packers are playing like shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, I don't know why the Eagles kind of got away from it that last drive, but obviously the Packers can't stop their run. I would just keep running it down their throat till they show me that they can stop it.
My guess is they saw how well Green Bay was starting to adjust for the run, so they went and said, let's see if they can stop us through the air. And they found out they do have a little bit better pass defense than a run defense. And it's like, well, they can't stop the run. We just passed a bunch of times. They got to respect it because we can. So they went back to like a run defense and a running offense. And now Green Bay just doesn't know. They've got to run they've got to go with some sort of hybrid option package. And I don't know if you need to spy on Love.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
By the way, do you think that other teams, when they run the spy package on Wisconsin, on Green Bay, they're like, "You're the spy in the House of Love."
No. Oh, good Lord.
I'm a spy, baby.
I can remember when they created that position of spy. That was for Randall himself, man. That was specifically to contain Randall Cunningham.
He was explosive and escape prone. You were lucky. Randall Cunningham had a first name and a last name. But then you got Rodney Pete, 2 first names. Then he took it even further and married a woman named Holly Robinson Pete. That's 5 first names between 2 people.
I thought FEMA's supposed to do that. Still no score from the Packers.
Pretty sure they abolished FEMA.
Nah, they
First and 20 for the Packers. Dayton Love.
FEMA is only in the first few seasons of our gang. He's replaced by Cream of Wheat after that.
I see what you did there. There you go.
Wait, is it only second quarter already?
Yeah.
Pretty sneaky, right, Wes?
This game is going long.
Get him. That's terrible. Get him. Yes. Ah. Oh, intercepted. Did it hit the ground, I guess?
You're starting to live a little dangerously, and you're starting to look like you could possibly give up a few points to this team, but
Yeah. Ooh.
oh, there's some personal enmity going on. That shot to the shoulder did turn into a BFT. Bill was right. Into the blue tent. Now, Wes, let me ask you a question. Is there a better... Whoa!
There it is. Ah.
What?
Just living too dangerously. The Eagles the Eagles pick Jordan Love, and he's not in love with what happened to him.
Oh, he is not.
In Wisconsin, they are not in love with love. Not at the moment.
Man, I don't know who he was throwing to. I think he was throwing to the Eagles guy. Wow. So what do you think? You think they're gonna be conservative and just keep it on the ground, push it as close as they can, and kick a field goal, or you think they're gonna take a shot at the end zone?
I would not risk messing up any chance of victory in the second half. So you're going to go with the most cautious and try to grind and wear the other team a little bit to change the complexion of the second half, because this has been a total disaster for Green Bay.
Yeah.
As far as the Eagles go, you want to just burn this clock, get to the half. I would not try to do anything kooky if I was the Eagles. Safe, conservative, and just get out of this. I might even put my backup in to just run the ball and have the clock run out. Why try something nuts?
It'd be nice to put at least 3 more points up before the half, though.
See, he was trying to force it
Where's the
right
flag?
there.
Where's the flag, man? He was all over
There
him
is
like
the
a cheap
flag.
suit.
It's a playoff game, but yeah, where's the flag?
No, jeez. That was terrible. Jeez. That was god awful. That was a god awful series. Oh, they're going. Ah, he got him to jump. Ah. Oh, really? I didn't see. The movement. That's a shame. Oh, I thought that was just he was going in motion. I didn't.
Broncos fans, we ride and we die together. Let's go, Broncos.
Poor Broncos. Rest in peace. Till next year.
That'll be bad. But it already is next year. Next season starts. We let's go. We got the draft, and then we got the preseason in August, and then it's back together come September.
Yep. Well, that's the thing about getting knocked out early. You start your prep that much sooner for next year. You know, that's the thing. Whenever I watch here with you guys, I don't watch TV really. I get to see these commercials. There is so many. I have no idea what any of these shows are. I've never.
Yeah, right. I mean, some of these shows have been on, and I've only seen them on football and gone away. Like Mike Hart, Iashola, or whatever that was. It was about like a fat guy and a black chick from like Jersey, and they were both kind of like uncool. It's like, what is the point of this fucking show?
Yeah.
It's like,
Sometimes
okay,
I
so
don't
they
think
love
they have
each other.
points. What the heck is this? Supposed to be Jurassic Park?
It does sound like they've got the music, doesn't it?
It's for internet. Really? Oh my god. Spectrum. Wrecked him, damn near killed him.
This is just me, or are cars ugly nowadays?
Who? Cars?
Cars, yeah, they're just.
They haven't.
They used to be beautiful.
They haven't changed much in like 30 years. Once they went away from any kind of angular stuff, like they had a bad 25 years in from like 75 to 95. Then like the weird swoopy aerodynamics came in. For a moment, it was exciting and stuff like that. The last car that made people look twice, that was for everybody, might have been something as simple as the Taurus. But yeah, now it's boring, and now they don't look cool at all in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, it's as bad as the late '70s, early '80s, when everything was very generic and boxy. It's just, I don't know. I mean, they've gone away from everything is. There's no style anymore. It's everything's the
and
same.
In the 70s and 80s, they had an excuse, right? They're in free fall. They're almost going out of business. Now these companies, once again, viable because of our dime.
Yeah, that's true.
Now all of a sudden, like they're back, but their products are ugly and forgettable.
Yeah.
And they've simply been refining and re-refining the aerodynamic. It might be because people are so freaked out about fuel that like 1/100th of a drop more per mile sells that many more cars. It's like, well, it's ugly, but we'll save like $11 a month. And I mean, that's real.
I'd rather give up the $11 and have something that looks good again, like we got in the the '60s and so forth, in the '50s and the '60s. I mean, they were beautiful cars.
I don't know, man. Like when I bought a lot of girls like back to my car and it was only a Dodge Dart, they still wanted to see how the handbrake worked, so to speak.
I had a buddy. He used to tell all the girls that he drove a Vet. Unfortunately, when he began to pick him up, it was a Chevette.
That's brilliant. I had a 1962 Dodge Demon. It looked just like Dylan's from 90210. All the girls loved it, but that was like my third car. My first car was I had like a Ford Falcon that got destroyed. I had a Dodge Dart that was awesome that someone T-boned and destroyed. They went to jail for that one because they had no insurance.
Oh.
Scumbag ruined my life though. Yeah, my grandparents gave me that car. It was freaking awesome. It got great gas mileage. It was beautiful. It looked great. I'd still have it to this day if that dick hadn't wrecked it. My next car was a push-button transmission 62 Demon along the lines of Christine, but it was a drop top.
Oh, cool.
They were going to charge me through the nose to get factory paint, so I just took the Coke can I was drinking and said, make it this color.
My first car was a
Okay.
1973 Mustang.
Nice car.
And it was
Yeah.
only like 10 years old when it was 14 years old when you got it.
Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah.
Well,
You
it
and I
was
started driving the same year.
my grandma, it was my grandmother's car, and she's like, when you get your license, I'm gonna give you this car. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. And she told me this when I was like 10. And by the time when I got my license, I'm looking, I'm thinking, well, it's gonna have a lot of mileage on. No, she went nowhere. It had it had 15,000 miles on the thing. Yeah. But my absolute favorite car was the 94 Jeep Wrangler soft top that I had. That was my favorite. And that thing was a tank. Thing was It was when they still made things that the front bumper was like friggin' iron. Had these huge bumperettes on the back that were like iron or something. I mean, I was hit by an oil tanker, an oil truck, one of those oil delivery trucks,
Mm-hmm.
and they had to come and tow the oil truck away. And my cousin came. They took me to the hospital, but my cousin came and drove the Jeep home.
I had a Jeep. They're great cars.
Yeah.
Mine had the square headlights. It was from that era.
Yep, that was mine. Square. Mine was the last year they were square.
Mine
I
too.
believe.
So it was 94.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Then they changed around. I had
Yep.
the 94.
Yep. Yep. I had the half doors. They don't even. I don't even know if they make those normally anymore. You got to get
They
them
don't
custom.
make. I think they're going back to Wranglers again.
Oh, nice.
I think the Rubicon is over.
Now I like the four. I would, if I got another Jeep, it would be the 4-door one. But I would
Oh, I
want
have no children.
I would want 2 half doors.
By the
On
way,
both,
what do you think of this? What do you think of this commercial about the doctor who doesn't remember anything, but they let her be a doctor? Sounds like a great show, huh?
Oh yeah,
Is that
wonderful.
my doctor?
That's the doctor I
You've
want.
lost. You have no personality or memories anymore, but you can be a doctor. It's like, wow, they made a show about my doctor.
Yeah. Oh, is Ford trying to rub it in now to all the Broncos fans by showing a Bronco commercial? Come on.
That'll be hilarious if they're doing it right. It's like from Ford Field, the owners of the Detroit Lions, to the Eagles. The Eagle was a crappy car. We destroyed them in competition. They folded in just a few years. All you people with Eagle talons, go screw yourselves. We're Ford and F your team.
All day long. Good catch.
Yeah, I don't think it was a catch. The ref got screwed.
Oh, they
That's
they
screwed!
they jetted you.
Now you're screwed! It was not a catch. It touched the ground. The ball touched the fucking ground.
There you go. There's your team, Teague. They're gonna play Baltimore.
1944 Teague trailer available. Yellowstone, 1944 to 1965, for a Yellowstone original story.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right, I shall be right back, gentlemen.
Okie dokie.
It's so weird to get commercials from Long Island, right? It's like, come to our hospital. We'll save the baby, but let you die.
Shut up, telling me, Ronmo. I'm seeing on my Facebook page. Bo Nix, great season. The future is so bright in Denver. Written by Tony Romo. Fuck you, Tony Romo. Fuck you. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bill. I know that you're a big Biden guy, but there's no stopping this. Trump's going to be president.
Shut up. I don't care.
I'm sorry. You can deny it all you want. Trump won the election. He's going to be president, Bill.
Care. I don't care.
Died in the wool, Green Party, liberal Democrat outlaw Bill has spoken.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of bats. Bats, and more bats. Found under aluminum siding. Man, you would find a lot of guano.
Bats, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Oh, that's a big kitty. Oh, oh sorry.
In the name of God are you talking about, madman?
Nothing. Just stuff on X or not X.
Kevin Burkhardt looks frustrated, and he didn't move his headset to the other side of his face so we could see his mouth. It's because he's frowning. When he looks at Tom Brady, he looks broken, doesn't he? He's like kind of like a semi-vacant scowl. He's like, Tom Brady, it's like having Carissa up here.
Mm-hmm. It's just gross. It's just gross.
That's exactly what they're coaching you to say. Let's see if they respond. Well, there's the break that the Packers were hoping for. A couple injuries on the defense of the Eagles, and the Eagles sounding a bit panicked, which is weird because they're in the driver's seat. What do you think, Bill?
Flex capacitor? What's the flex capacitor? Oh.
What the hell is your stream elements talking about, Bill? Is it on crack or something? What the fuck?
You built a time machine out of a beer can, Admiral Teague? I want to party with you, man.
There you go. What else can you do?
Yes.
Yes, all I have to do is consume a lot of this beer and I start living completely in the past.
Sack, he sacked. They sacked Jalen Hurts.
What how does this song apply to this game?
Don't know.
I just want to say Bill is my own personal Jesus because he's my Mexican friend.
Oh, gee, Teague. Thank you.
Yes, you're my own personal Jesus.
1923, Season 2, Episode 1, airing tonight.
Is it 1933?
No, it's 1925.
Are you out of your mind? Which show is it? Because 1933 is a real thing. Yeah, it doesn't start till February 23rd. Uh, all right. So I think the Paramount Network is doing a promotion where they're showing 1923 season 1. I just want to point out this streaming service for 1923. Bill, do you know how much Paramount Plus is?
No,
It's
I don't.
$8. It's $8. It's 8 fucking bucks. Think about that.
Oh, Green Bay just can't get anything done offensively today. Sucks to be them. Jordan Love, shotgun formation. Got back passes. Complete.
That was a beautiful, beautiful effort by the receiver on what might have been a slightly touched ball. Bill, what did you think of that ball in flight? A little wobbly? It doesn't look like it followed the trajectory that was intended. Let's see if it was touched. No, but he was being manhandled as he threw it. Here it comes. Wow. Take another look at the ball in flight. Yeah, it's actually a lot tighter than we thought. It was a little wobbly, but still an NFL pass, especially for a guy under that kind of pressure. The biggest play the Packers have had today. They're looking to make a comeback here. They run the ball, highly successful for about 6 yards. Kendrick Lamar. Who's that, Bill?
I have no idea. I don't know who he is.
The name I remember from years ago. I guess he's relevant again, or he's promised that he won't fuck up the ceremony. Ever since the goddamn wardrobe malfunction, the Super Bowl halftime show has been people who have been in the business long enough to not do anything crazy. Yo. Whoa. They're about to put the fourth string guy in.
Wow.
You know what? That impact absorbing foam on his helmet may have made all the difference, Bill.
I look so.
Honestly, anything, but like that solid thing that'll keep you from cracking your skull. It will not reduce the shock. We're finally looking to reduce shock. I don't know if it's enough. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I still don't believe him. Damn. This is one serious injury. We've stepped away and we still don't have anybody in shape to deal with this. They came back to tell us that they need to step away longer.
Timeout break.
You know what? It's an injury timeout. Then they stepped away and came back to tell us it's going to be a lot longer. Tim thinks that maybe this play was as good as at giving as it is as receiving.
What?
That was a long injury timeout, fellas. Slapped right out of the air. And it's going to be 3rd and 13. It's your buddy Admiral Teague here on the Outlaw Bill Sports Network. Outlaw Bill, unconscious. Wes Cagle running for his
No,
life.
I'm here.
Oh, he's awake. Hey! Wes Cagle had the good sense to
I've
turn
been
off the
here.
computer and get the hell away from us. He'll
I
be back when there's something to say.
I'm just yeah, hibernating, unlike the the Packers here.
Hibernating just like the Packers, yeah.
Yeah.
Here they go. They're floating. Oh, that's a trip. That's going to be a penalty. Their legs got mixed up. It's very possible that the Packer knew he wasn't going to get it and pulled that slip. Let's look at this again. Nope, he pulled him down. His head, he was all over him. Yeah, I wouldn't like the call either after being called out for probably changing the complexion of the game. If the Packers can't score off this break, Bill.
Finally, Jordan Love, shotgun, handed off.
How'd he blow that one, huh? They've caught every break on this drive. Wes Cagle, have you seen how many breaks the Packers have caught in this drive, including the broken face that they got to their wide receiver?
I did not. I was tending. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably have to cut out. I've got to. I'm not even going to catch the last of this game, but
You got a what?
I got to cut out. I'm going to have to cut out. I got something I got to take care of here.
All right.
No problem, buddy. It was great to have you by.
Yeah, thanks for dropping
Any
in, man.
predictions for the game?
Yeah.
What's the outcome?
Yeah.
It's 10-0 with 5:53 in the third. What's our final score?
Gonna
Another
be
missed touchdown.
20-0 Eagles.
You're on track.
No, they're gonna get 3 here. So 20-3 Eagles.
All right, Wes Cagle has spoken. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Yeah. I'm gonna if I get things going and the game's still on, I'll swing back in. I'm gonna keep the StreamYard thing open here. So
hold on to the pass. Feel free to come back, and we love you.
All right, guys.
You're the man. Later.
All right, later on.
Later. McManus, former Bronco. Through the good. It's good. They finally get on the board. Brandon McManus. And then there were 2. My God, what's that thing on your face, Dig? Dig, what's that thing on your face?
It's my goatee. What are you talking about? You can't see my face. It's a look of being a happy Ravens fan, Bill. Undefeated during my entire fandom of the team. I've been watching the NFL for a half century. So, Bill, this is something that should be more popular in Hollywood. Did you know that Margot Robbie suffers from imposter syndrome?
No.
She looks in the mirror and she sees someone undeserving of fame who shouldn't be a movie star. I'd call that a brutal dose of reality, actually. What has she ever been that good in? She was naked in Wolf of Wall Street, I guess. She's going to have a baby boy. A lot of people are very upset. Did you hear about that one, Bill?
No, I did not.
Fans of the Barbie movie think that she should have taken measures not to have a boy. Deletional measures. Said it was wasted to have Barbie be the mother of a boy. It's just going to make another evil man. Oh! Devontae Smith with the catch. Dances out of bounds. Another first down for the Aguilas. Barkley almost made the Giants a decent team last year, but just not enough talent around him.
Well,
Wow,
yeah.
Bill. It looks like the Eagles are pretty much
Eagles,
scoring
yeah.
at will, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like all the other teams in the playoffs.
This has been the worst, most boring wild card weekend in the history of
It
bad,
has
boring
been
wild
pretty,
card weekends.
yeah, pretty lackluster, I tell you. Kick is no good. You know, there's a late game on NBC. It's the Commanders against who are they playing? The Commanders are playing somebody. I forgot who. The Commanders and the Buccaneers at 6, and I think we're just gonna say let that one play out. I don't have the energy to watch that game.
Another bad football game.
Yeah, I just don't have the energy. The night after the game.
Wow, there was a movie released by Paramount called Better Man, in which a CGI monkey portrays British singer Robbie Williams. And can you believe this, Bill? It only took in $1 million from 1,291 theaters. It cost 110 million to make and was acquired by 25 million by Paramount. How bad is that?
Pretty freaking bad.
You have got to see the art from this piece of crap movie. This is what people are paying to go see, Bill. Go ahead and show that media. This is the movie that's having problems. Okay, that's your character
my
for the whole
God.
movie. Yeah, the character's the person. It's about a real person now. So what can I tell you? Don't see.
I
Don't
didn't think
see
that
it.
they were serious with that.
I couldn't believe it either until I saw Chris Gore confirm it. I was like, the art could be grok. The Packers seem to know that this game is out of hand, huh? Or getting there. They have to stop them and score now. Well, I'm sorry, they have to score now. Love and shotgun, dropping back. Here's the snap. He drops back 5 steps, snaps it, complete. It's a first down. He manages to maintain possession out to the 38, 37-yard line of the Eagles. The media is now making a point of pointing out these Packers are trying and these Packers aren't. Getting weird. These Packers, they are really trying on the running game. I guess they're not having a lot of faith in their passing game. They want to reestablish the run before they try it again. Seems to be what's going on. Damn. The Packers just can't catch a break today, can they, Bill?
Jeez, we're barely in a third. This game is really. These games are really going by slowly.
They are slow and they are unexciting, and I'm reading a book while we watch.
Ken Love throws incomplete through his hands. He didn't catch the ball. You gotta catch the ball, Butterfingers. Catch the ball. He had that in his hands. Jordan Love, 3rd and 7 in the shotgun formation. Drops back. He's looking. Passes. Complete.
One of the few plays to go off scot-free without an injury for the poor Packers. Now, they've won enough, and we don't feel bad for them, but
Gotta catch them all. Wow, what an effort.
whoa!
Oh, what an effort.
All right, we
Holy
finally
shit.
have a ball game here. It's a one-score game, finally. It's a one-score game. I I think the tush push will finish this off. He's down. Yeah, just a little bit. They're gonna get it on this down. Bill, what do you think?
Yeah, looks like it. Pretty bold, though.
It's a bold move, William. Let's see how it pays off
See
for
what
him.
he does here. It was a bold call, man. It was a bold call. Guacamole sounds like something when you're on fire. I don't believe Dennis Leary would ever go Dutch. Yeah. Shut up, Ford. Damn bastard. You damn dirty bastard.
F you, Ford.
That was that rapper guy that's got tattoos all over his face.
Which one would that be?
I don't know. There's a
Could
lot
you be
of
a bit more fucking
there's
specific?
a lot of them. That rapper guy that's got all his tattoos on his face.
The one with the prison record.
Which one again?
Exactly.
They're trying to rip his shirt. That's called a jersey, you fool.
Yeah, I don't know why they're talking dumb. Unless they're pulling at his undershirt. I'm sorry, that was one of the greatest efforts I've seen in a long time.
Here come Jordan Love and the Packers. First and goal for Jordan
Let's
Love.
go with the
Under
quarterback sneak
center.
if we want this one. Nope, he
Jordan
hands
Love
it
up
off,
the
and he
center.
is stood up, but he makes it
Yeah,
into the end zone. It is a
touchdown!
touchdown.
He crossed the barrier. He got in, Josh
He
Jacobs.
broke the plane, Bill.
Hey, boss, the plane, the plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, because all today's games have been terrible, Bill and I will do the rest of the game in Chicago accents, an old-timey radio call. Bill, that was the 23 Skidoo of plays. What do you think, pal?
Yeah. I think the Packers are on the move here.
Here comes
And
the kick.
it's
it's
about time because I was getting ready to put myself out to pasture.
Here we go, Bill. He put one right through the wickets. It was through the gooch, as you say. The score now, 10 points for the Green Bay Packers, but 16 to overcome for our hometown Philadelphia Eagles, Bill. Bill, there's some news that next year Coca-Cola goes in the can. Have you heard about this?
I might have heard about it.
Rumors, Bill, nothing but rumors. Coca-Cola will always only and never be served in a glass bottle and never be made in Mexico.
Coca-Cola also going to be going a little bit higher because they're re-putting in the actual Coca-Cola.
To be honest with you, I think
Coca-Cola of old.
You can already get that. It's called Mexican Coke. You weren't aware of that?
Meow. 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 What? Only down by 6. Oh, hello, kitty cat. As we start the fourth and final quarter of the football game. Jalen Hurts. Shotgun. Quarterback sneak. Oh. But does Jalen Hurts? Saquon Barkley.
We've got 13:25 left in regulation, and the Green Bay Packers are starting to make themselves a force in this game after an inept first quarter, an inept first half. They have managed to keep the Eagles in their place, but now time for a key defensive stop. I'm not sure what this formation is, Bill. This is a strange formation. Bill, have you seen this formation before? What a strange guys. I have never seen that formation before. He had a shot at AJ downfield. It was just a half stride short. Bill, did you see that exchange?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Tell me what you look at this formation by Philly. Both teams with insane formations. Look at the guy coming over the top to jump at the quarterback. He may have saved this play. The lunge over. This was one of the most insane, and they're going to do it again. Holy smoke!
Wow. 4th and 1, they got it.
They stuck it instead. All right, so they went in quarterback sneak formation, and then they pulled a fast one. They went for the bomb downfield. They finally do secure the first down, but wow, that was some incredible stuff. I would say the Packers saw that coming all the way with the sneak pass, though, because that guy went right over the top into the face of the quarterback. I would be alarmed if that man was flying at me, Bill. Hand it off. Barkley. 3-yard gain. McDuffie with the stop. This guy has the Bonix haircut. If we could give Bonix some help in the postseason, we would say, now that it's over, Bonix, let us take you shopping for some real clothes and get your real haircut. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game. It's myself and Outlaw Bill, the 100% DEI team.
Oh, yes.
Mexican Bill hired Cuban Teague.
Where brown is not just the color that ends up in your toilet bowl.
That's right. And Bill's last game will be January 20th, where we'll be doing NFL wraparound at noon his time. We expect him to be taken back to where he came from. And I, of course, as a Cuban, am allowed to stay. Bill, it's been great working with you.
I was born in America. I was born in East LA.
Bill, that's only because Mexico is in North America. Let's be let's be honest here. That fruit harvest was over a long time ago, hombre.
The hell you say? The hell you
I,
say?
I sit here waiting for the incoming Cuban jokes, and I just never get them. I mean, do I have to put them in private? I will feed you insults to yell back at me. There you go, Bill. You can yell that. Use that one. What's the matter, Bill? You Mexican? Bring yourself to say it.
Okay.
Hurts with a nice handoff, with a nice keep rather, and sneaks down the line. He's not able to make any gain, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like maybe shoved out of bounds, Bill.
What was that, you banana boat low life?
There you go. Yes. Yes. I got another one for
you. Hey, they got balls get handed off. I can't remember the last time when my balls ever got handed off.
There you go, Bill. There's the next insult.
It's too much to read. Too much to read.
Tilder. Here we go with the slant pass. It is complete. Smith has the ball. Wow, just absolutely not going down, but no forward progress. Second man in on the stop. I would say words like hatred and deep disdain now apply to how these teams feel about each other. Bill?
Jaden Hurts goes.
Whoa.
I don't know where the ball went. Second and 12 for Jalen
That one
Hurts.
guy who went down on a one-arm shove was a real loser for taking the penalty. Here comes the throw. Hurts is out of the pocket. He's running for his life. There's a flag. He's going forward. He's running towards the sideline. Pulled down at about the 30-yard line. The flag was in the backfield, but everyone was past the line of scrimmage. No knowing who it was on. Let's find out. Holding on the offense. 10 yards. Wow. So it's going to be 2nd and 17.
We'll come back and we'll do tomorrow the Vikings game. I want to see how that one plays out.
For the sheer pleasure of watching football and the fact that I know I'm going to watch the game and you are too, maybe we should make it available. And turn it out to change the title to like Football Chill with Bill and Teague, and we'll just talk.
Yeah.
We won't do anything else. But I'm willing to hang out while you provide the game. It's up to you, man. It's about
Alright.
getting some AdSense from my bro. And if you want to give him a like and a follow, you should do so. Why don't we get deleted to hang out? Is he doing anything?
Yeah, he usually does his own thing on Sundays.
All right. What doesn't he like football?
No, I don't think he does.
Guys, I love deleted scenes, but now we're finding out why he and I just never see eye to eye on anything. Are we friends? Of course. Is he a great guy? You should sub his channel. He's a great YouTuber. Not as good as me, but who else is? If he didn't wake up and say the same thing about himself when he talked about me, I'd lose all respect for him and you. Every one of us wakes up every day and says, I love my friends. If only they were as good at YouTube as I was. Am I right?
No comment, Teague.
Right, so Bill's more like, I hate everyone in there. If only they were as good at YouTube as I was.
No.
Slightly different thing.
No, I'm more like I am the alpha and I am the omega. The rest of you are beneath me.
The fuck out of here. We make the same off YouTube every month, and I do half as many broadcasts. That said, I spend a lot of time making videos. Here's my suggestion for the final game. Put the pass in your karaoke group and say whoever wants to come by and hang out. We're watching football. What do you think of that idea, Bill?
I might be tempted to break out in the song.
You should probably smoke some of the bong too. I'm looking for Stoned Outlaw Bill is hilarious too, and there's some more Blondie music. That's great. The fact that we have a commercial where they say everybody be tripping to sell an iPhone really says how far America has come. It's only been 20 years since my mother told me not to diss people, which is when I knew that the urban language was just taking over our colloquialisms. And here we have one of the ones I hate the most, masturbating Manning. He even has to beat up on children in the
He has to
commercial.
be the little girl.
Beat a little girl. I mean, what the hell? Peyton, you can't let someone else win. You are humiliated by Chad Pennington at home and away in playoff games, you chump loser. And as a Jet fan,
Yeah,
can I just
Payne,
say,
who really
I miss-
won that last Super Bowl? It was the defense. You had nothing to do with it.
he was accurate and efficient, but he was far from great. It's really weird how the interface is just so out of control bad on X.
back in the day, you would see John Elway talking to the guy up in the booth with a telephone. They don't even have that anymore.
We got a
What?
guy reading Michael Crichton on the sidelines. What the hell, Bill?
They're bored. They bored themselves.
That was not the playbook, and that should not be allowed near the field. He didn't even try sneaking on a Kindle or something. Jacobs with the first down, going for more.
Ooh,
Listen,
damn.
the Packers don't have much time. They're far from finished here. They see that this is a 2-score game, but there's enough time for 4 possessions. Bill, what do you think? 2-minute drills back and forth by both teams. The Eagles need to score again.
They just to keep ground pounding it and then put the points on the board.
Here's the problem.
They got to get equal opportunity penetration through the lines.
The problem for the Green Bay Packers is not no success. It's that most of their success is on the ground. So this clock is a running, Bill.
Maybe since they got so much luck of penetration, maybe they should try some KY jelly, maybe some Vaseline.
I'll tell you this, I would have stopped the clock here. At this point, I would have stopped the clock. I would have stopped the clock. I don't want it wound. I don't think my team is ready.
There is no Brett Favre anymore.
What the hell are they talking about?
Former New York
Brett Favre is on his way to prison.
No franchise quarterback. Jordan Love. Third down and short. Well, yeah. Who doesn't want to hit on a bong? I want to hit a bong now.
Smoke it up, Bill. Are you talking to the people in the theater of pain?
Oh, right up the middle. And it's nowhere. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Whoa.
Complete.
He
did not get down in bounds. He caught it in midair. He shoved out of bounds for the defender. What great football we're seeing here. Finally a good game. Finally a few good minutes. Bill, I'm getting football stoked. Oh, no, it wasn't a defender. It looked that way. We didn't have the best view. The first angle was from the press booth. It was blocked by the sideline players. When we saw it again from the other angle, he did have his foot down on the white, the other foot on the field. Bill, that was some stuff. I don't know about you, Bill, but I've always hated this stupid song. I'm just not a fan of Chicago at all. How about you?
Yeah, well, no, I like Chicago.
So you do or you don't?
I do.
Do you endorse their comeback album with all love songs and crap on it?
I don't know. Maybe I'd have to hear it.
It was pretty bad, bro. You know what football? Oh, flag. Oh wow, they're singing a song that you can hear me sing on my channel. Can't back down, won't back down. The official theme song of
It
Bad Boy
won't
Team. Well,
back down.
I play guitar and sing it.
Won't back down.
Well,
Gonna stand
stand my
my
ground.
ground.
Won't be turned around.
Jalen Hurts. Saquon Barkley running up the field. Oops.
Bill has located both his bong and his lighter. Things are happening in Arizona.
Ooh, damn. Tensions are high. Tensions are high.
So are you.
Double dumbass on you. Penalty, Dr. Fox. Nobody asked your opinion, Tom Brady. Fuck you.
Kind of gets paid to give it, Bill. Tom Brady finally had to say something. It's like, maybe you don't want to just like read a book.
The zero shot makes me think it's a baseball game. When did the Goodyear blimp get here? God dare they talk about the Jets like that? They've had hard times.
I've had enough of that. I've had enough of this. I'm not very happy. They're killing independent Teague.
No. Oh no.
You know what? Tom Brady has shown some growth as a broadcaster over the season. That was a decent piece of insight. What it says to me, though, is he's like us. It took him a minute or a few seconds for it to register what to say, or they had to tell him. You know what I mean? He's a little behind. The injury gave him time to be on point. What do you think, Bill?
Sure.
I got to agree. I resent this commercial telling me that I need people to help me or friends. We're quite safe from your friends here.
We are. We are.
That's
Yeah.
right. We are. What
It's
few we
true.
have. I feel safe.
You too can be a football know-it-all. Oh no, bye-bye, Josh Myers. Get yourself healed.
Packers need a miracle. Here comes the throw. It's a Hail Mary. It's caught. It's good. Way to go. Heath on the ledge, eh?
Yeah. Oh no!
It's coming back.
Yes.
What are you going to do? The
Man.
season's on the line. You hold the guy. It was already a Hail Mary. Let's try it again. I don't know how legit that was. What do you think?
It was pretty good.
I think that we should do the final game. All I know is I'm there with you if you try. Oh, a flub snap. They're going to run it up the gut. Caught down. It's going to be like 3rd and 18, if not 3rd and 28, based on what looks like a flurry of penalty flags. It's raining flags. Here we go.
Yeah.
You at least stop the clock. What are you going to do? 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We need to go for 2. What are you going to do? This is a 2-score game, and they both have to be touchdowns. So I guess kick the point because you need the other touchdown, right, Bill? In fact, it doesn't even matter if you kick the extra point or go for 2 or do nothing at all but try to recover the ball, because at this point it's 2 touchdowns or go home. We're pretty close to 1. We might be able to pull off 1. The snap is back. Love drops in. He's scrambling around. He steps up in the pocket. He makes a complete pass, but the clock will continue to wind. We throw them? We only have 1 timeout left. We cannot do anything. We're going to go to the 2-minute warning.
Yep.
We'll step away at the from the game in Philadelphia, which we can all feel a little safer. But wow, Bill, we've seen some football today. And this is finally in the last quarter of the last game. We saw some good football.
Oh no! And the video
Boy,
missed, the lag missed it up.
well,
I really missed
there you
that.
go. That's going to be the end.
That'll put the nail in the coffin, as they say, Teague.
Not only that, that will be the victory formation coming out on the field. This means that in Philadelphia, where they're used to winning, at least they won't burn down the town, which is mostly a dump anyway. That's it for the Green Bay Packers, people. So, Packers gone, Steelers gone. So the Washington Communists lost, right?
No, they're on next.
Oh, they won. That's right. They're going to play the Lions.
No, they're not playing the Lions now.
I've got a terrible playoff tree. No one's wild card slate's complete. And by the way, I'm still mega insulted that we have a game tomorrow between Minnesota and LA. So let's see. Chargers, Texans won. Ravens, Steelers won. Buffalo Broncos, Buffalo won. And Green Bay Eagles, it's over. The Eagles are going to win. Now, whether or not Outlaw Bill is down for the Washington Communists versus the Tampa Bay Ice Cold Beers game, well, we don't know that one yet.
Oh, the final one. Final. The final countdown. Really? Run up?
All right, Outlaw. What's the weirdest single concert you've ever gone to? As far as just like no one would expect you went to it. I haven't heard of them.
No, I can't. I don't have an answer right now.
Miracle Ticket just happened to be there. Mine's Stefan. All right, we're going to shut down this broadcast, or are we going to wait for the bitter end?
You know, we're gonna shut down the broadcast.
Well, we love you all. It's been a real long day of football, but we've enjoyed every minute of it, even the parts of it that weren't enjoyable because we got to spend it with you.
All right, later, folks.
Bye.
Be excellent to each other.